Ring-a-ding-ding-a-ling. Welcome to another brand new edition of BBTitans Lowdown. We apologize for should I say inconsistency?
Sorry, in Nigeria, we're busy trying to make sure that our future was secure.
Exactly. So we didn't come last week because, election business
Yeah, we had
kind of
election
took
business.
center stage. But of course, I, Velvet Sandpaper, and
Dara?
we're back again to give you all the tea. Now, I must say, I am shocked to my marrow.
That what?
Yemi Cregx has left Big Brother Titans.
So,
What do you mean so?
he's just another housemate.
Come on!
As long as my tabang is fine, anybody can go home. I mean, this just means that he is 2 pairs closer to that $100,000. So,
This is a classic case of you choosing the bank side. But like, I
course.
never saw it coming. I mean, Yemi Cregx leaving at this critical time.
well, obviously, a lot of people would say they didn't see Yemi leaving maybe
Yeah.
before people like Justin or maybe like
You know?
Yvonne or Nana or the pair that I warned everyone about, which is Ibubu and Tati.
Yeah, Royals.
I told you that people were going to overlook them because they felt, when it comes to it, they won't have a strong fan base to vote for them. So let's eliminate the strong people. And now you're gone.
And now they've grown on people, basically.
Exactly.
I think you've just called out a master stroke here. When you're in the house, you're not supposed to vote based on sentiment and emotions. Now, people in the house only nominate those who are, trying to get the people that they want in a relationship, as opposed to who might be able to court the most public sympathy and adoration.
Exactly.
And of course, I think one housemate once called this out, that royals don't taste eviction. I think, is it
It was
Tabang?
Tabang.
Is it Tabang?
It was Tabang.
Someone
My
said it,
smart
that
man.
royals don't taste eviction. Let them
I
taste
don't
eviction.
think this is the first time that they've been on eviction.
They've been nominated, right?
Yeah, and it's even because of an error on their own part.
Definitely.
Because they were ahead of house. The first pair to actually win HOH twice this season.
Definitely.
So technically, they would never even have been on the chopping block if not for the mistake that
Yes,
Sati made.
Let's quickly bring you up to speed with that. There is actually a rule. You're not supposed to ask other housemates which housemate they're going to nominate. And of course, Sati is fond of doing that thing where she's like trying to make a conspiracy, trying to sway the nominations in a
Probably
particular
trying
direction.
to save the bank, maybe.
But of course, Big Brother came down hard on them this time. Even though they did it before, he let them slide, which is why they probably had the courage to do it again. This time. Now they've done it, and Big Brother stripped them of their immunity and revoked the veto power. That is why we saw Royals on the chopping block. But in the biggest twist of the season, I must say, since the pairing of the housemates, we saw 3 of our strongest appear as a bottom 3. We had Javon, Justin and Yvonne having only 15.45%, Yalissa only 15.39%, and Jovla with only 15.10%, making them the bottom 2.
I have to say, I'm sad to see Juicy J go.
Yeah.
Cause like he had this energy in the house, but things happen. It's a shame that they left. It's a shame that Olivia left. Our gossip gang is broken up.
Well, I think Olivia at this point, people were getting sick of her. It was almost clear that what she had to bring to the table was just gossips and wig. You know what I mean?
As
Gossiping
she said,
and wigs.
it's not gossip, information dissemination. I mean, it's not really gossip because they have a limited number of things they can actually do inside the house besides eating and sleeping. Gossiping is
I guess that's kind of like the body language of the people now. But what was that thing she did with Lawrence when she was approaching the stage? She literally skipped Lawrence and went straight to Ebuka to greet him and ignored my man Lawrence. And Ebuka, being the honorable gentleman that he is, he actually gestured towards Lawrence. I mean, you've greeted me. Oh yeah, Lawrence.
Maybe
she still
she's
didn't
angry.
greet Lawrence.
Maybe she's pained.
I mean, he asked her. I mean, Lawrence brought it up and said that, "Are you still angry with me, love?" And she was like, "Sorry, Lawrence. Why are you pretending? You knew exactly what you did, you petty mother."
At least we know that Olivia has a petty streak. We saw how she treated Tabang in the house, all through the whole denial and everything. But I wish the 4 of them, Nelissa really tried so far in the house. She played a good game. She, had her situationship.
And she was more often than not distracted by the men that she wanted as opposed to the game and the money.
As opposed to the game. Like, at the end of the day, regardless of whatever ship you want to do or friendships or gossip group, you need to know that the core of you being in that house is you want to win $100,000.
Yeah.
You want to be the BB Titan.
Which is kind of what Yemi kind of faltered at some point because he stopped playing the game. When he was doing the thing with Lil Iva and Kosi, he was actually trending. People liked him. But at some point, he mortgaged the whole game and gave himself to Kosi. And nobody was interested in him anymore. Oh yeah, you know what? You're doing Lover Boy. Go home.
I want to believe that Thabang is smart.
Okay.
And he has seen what has happened to Yemi. At least I hope he can see what has happened to Yemi. Kosi is definitely going to try and do the same thing to him. Because at the end of the day, Kosi wants the money.
All right, real quick, before we wrap up this particular episode, we also have some highlights. Miracle trying to move on to Ipeleng with no luck.
I was going to say that I hope Ipeleng doesn't answer him. Because we've seen you make a fool over yourself for Kosi. Literally, the whole time you've been in the house. It's like, oh, I finally come to the realization that Kosi doesn't want me. Oh, who's over there? Is that Ipeleng?
Yeah.
Let me go.
And I
see
like how she
Ipeleng.
asked him, why haven't you hit on me since? Why are you just coming now? And now he's trying to give all the effort and all the energy. But I think women see through things like that, especially when the guy isn't straightforward, doesn't have the right intentions.
Plus,
and I don't think Miracle has the right intentions.
He definitely does not. He's probably just trying to find another pair because he knows that now that Yemi's out of the picture, she's not even going to answer him because he's going to move to the bank straight away. So he's trying to probably do something to keep himself in the conversation, keep himself in whatever. And I hope Ipeleng doesn't answer him because, babe, I was already upset when that whole Luque thing happened.
Although I think she's also not answering him because she finally saw Luque's picture. You know, Big Brother kind of introduced this thing where there's a gallery of ex-housemates.
So
I think when she saw Luque's picture, it was like, whoa.
So
I actually like this man.
He's a looking, but yeah, if even without Luque in the picture, I feel like Ipeleng should not water down the little game that she has because I'm not really seeing much of her that often. I mean, I'm happy that there will be more competition. Speaking of competitions, what was that thing that happened in the house when Biggie removed the rule that Biggie brought up, and then the housemates, they lost the prize money for the task that they did. There was one task they did. I don't want to mention because brand names. But I was like, from where to where? At least that task they won, even though they lost their wager task, which makes no sense because how many wager tasks has this house actually won?
Well, they aren't exactly playing the game to play the game. They are too busy doing love.
It seems like they won like only one or two, maybe one or two. Because every time it's like they're always losing.
Yeah.
And it's disappointing because like you guys, I miss Marvin. Marvin is eye on money. Man. He will have been winning $1K here, there, you know.
I mean, on that note, congratulations to Justin. He's finally joined the
1K gang. I'm happy
gang.
for him. I'm happy for him.
Even though I don't quite get him up until this point. But ladies and germs, we are, I think, 5 evictions down, 7 live shows down, only 5 evictions. And of course, we have about, I think, 6 pairs left, just 12 housemates. The pressure is getting worse.
It is getting worse.
You know what I mean?
And I'm thinking that maybe when the next pair goes this coming eviction, they might split up the housemates.
But I mean, they did mention that there's a twist coming up this Monday. That might just be the twist. And we might see them playing as individuals once again.
I'm excited for that because finally we can free Thabang from the shackles of Nana. No shade to Nana, but it's Thabang's fan base that is carrying you. I can assure you that.
So what's the prediction real quick for your skedaddle? Who do you think is moving out next week?
Eviction. I mean, Juvon, they have been so close to the edge of the knife. Yeah. So close. I feel like if they're up for eviction again this week, they are most likely going to drop out.
Definitely.
Either them or Ibubu and Tati.
I mean, there's a thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying I subscribe to it, but there's a thing people are saying that Tatsi and they will keep getting saved, the Royals, because of Ibubu's so-called pity votes. I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't think pity votes are a thing that can take you very far.
Okay.
You could start with it, but eventually...
Well, in some cases, we've seen some people actually win like that. But
because they had other things to offer. Okay. No matter who you bring up from past years of BB Niger, even BB Africa, like... whoever you can point to and say, oh, this person probably got pity votes, they had other things to offer us. And I want to believe that Ibubu has grown on people because he's such a smart man. He's such a talented person. He puts all his effort into his work. And Tati is also quite good in the game.
She is a mastermind.
She's a mastermind. And people adore the whole Kanaga-Tati relationship. So, like, they have other things to offer for them. So I don't think it's pity votes that is carrying the Royals anymore. I think they have actually proved themselves to people.
All right, let's see how it goes. But now there's also a thing, a jinx, where when one person's partner goes, they kind of follow. So I think, in my opinion, we might see Kosiko leaving next week. But we never know. Keep checking out our YouTube channel. We come out, we do this every week. We're going to give you all the details, all the tea about what's happening in the Big Brother Titans house, okay?
Just watch the show and let's see who goes home.